transfer players also from last year's roster still in the fold. And a three-pointer is good. Yasim Hooker. Finding out who doesn't mesh well perhaps on the floor at the same time early. Hooker goes to work, 4 on the shot clock, and the turnaround is there. He's got 5. Nice. Brooks, the runner. No, that was an alley-oop attempt, and it was broken up inside.
Hey, what you have to be careful of is how long do you play defense versus how long you play offense.
Elijah Horton, his second triple. He's got 6. 13-4, 2.5 minutes in. It doesn't seem like it, right? I mean, I'm kind of shaking off the basketball rust for a moment. Corner 3. Washington buries it. He's got a good outside shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, we talked about combinations. It's Washington.
His overall size impressed me, and not height necessarily, but he doesn't look like a first-year.
Old school game feel to him.
Oh, I like that comparison there. And that's a turnover. Ballard gives it right back. I was talking with the director of recruiting for college basketball at ESPN earlier.
Things that Cal is going to have to navigate himself through with all these bodies and all of this depth.
Inside the Toppin with a flush. It's like you're in postseason form all of a sudden. There's the spin and the rejection from behind. Toppin snuck in there. Stolen right back. Here's Hooker. And off the pump fake, he was hammered. Free throws coming for number 1, and the foul on Allen is first.
Maybe Kentucky's best set on the half court. The little dump down pass from Hopkins to Toppin. Attract defenders, find a teammate.
And the putback is there. Bryce Hopkins cleans it up from Allen.
Yes.
All right. One possession game. Here's Mintz. The breakaway's there. I mean, no offense to Patrick Rucker. Good player. Dave 3.
Goodness.
Roger Davis downtown. 5 for 5 from bonus land.
See, there's another shot off the bounce. I'd like to see a little bit more patience. Ball reversal. Work the defense a little bit. It's hard to run, though. If you're Kentucky, they want to play up tempo. It's hard to run when you're getting the ball out of the net all the time.
8 for Davis, 6 for 6. Division II Miles College. Giving UK a bit of a test early on. Here's another steal by Miller. And the bounce to Hooker off glass, 25-16. And another timeout on the road.
Again, this three-point shooting by Miles in the first half, contagious.
And the hot three-point shooting for Miles College. Wheeler with the penetration and the easy bucket. 6 for 6 from downtown to start tonight for the Golden Bears. Season. Corian Dalton just checking in, goes to work. Here's a turnover. 1-on-3 for Grady with a strong finish. The Davidson transfer. All that experience, all that three-point shooting. Kendrick Foster, a rare miss. First one from three-point range for Miles College tonight. Dalton well short. Shibwe back in, controls a rebound. Wheeler, sick crossover. Grady wide open. Count it. You're going to see a lot of that this season. And a timeout will be called by the Golden Bears. So it's 7-0 run for you.
Who made the simple play, but watch. Wheeler gets feet in the paint, attracts defenders, the kick out all you want, but until you like get hit in the mouth, I'm not sure you're sold on that. Well, Miles College came here and punched UK right in the mouth.
I mean, it goes back to the old Mike Tyson quote. Everybody's got to play until they get punched in the mouth, right? It's Chase Ballard.
Well, one of the rule changes this year is not to call a timeout so quickly. You're going to see all for it, because I was getting tired of the ball's in loose, there's a scrum, and all of a sudden somebody gets a timeout.
Another turnover. Stepping out was Ballard, and the Cats will get it back trailing by a bucket.
Second possession in a row where there's a scrum. I think Ballard's left foot was on. We're awfully close to each other.
I do. Not necessarily a huge fan of that, but we'll work with it. Corner three is good. Truett Spencer.
More than just parade wave at the three-point shooter.
Wheeler left open. If he can make that shot this season, fun start and an early challenge for the Cats here at home, their final exhibition.
Much better closeout by Collins on the first one.
Doesn't matter from the corner.
But not the second one. I think we're going to have a flop. If I'm a Kentucky player, I'm not sure I want to go in the locker room.
Offensive rebound up and in. Anthony Fairley connects. Push a lot of those memories out. Washington off the mark right before the horn.
Another one?
Horton connects.
You betcha.
9. All kinds of things we were going to talk about. I don't know that we expected an actual basketball game to break out the way that it has so far. Grady will try to change that, and an answer from downtown on the other end. HBCU from just outside of Birmingham. It's Miles College, first ever meeting against Kentucky. And Palmy, another turnover as Miller.
My goodness.
Of course, Coach Stoops resurrecting this football program. Grady, stop and pop from distance.
Again, you're talking about a guy who scored over 2,000 points. So when he gets hot, watch out.
He's got 11 in the early going.
Well, that's the one thing, Roy, about being deep. You don't have to rely on the same guys night in and night out.
Great look inside for Joel Logan.
I mentioned he's had 43 games of making 3 or more. And he's trying to rally the Cats. A little full court pressure now. A little 2-2-1 by Kentucky.
And the end results, a turnover.
And Fred Watson.
Davis has held the hot hand. Baseline, not there this time. Shibwe the board. Here comes Wheeler.
Did you see everybody defer to Shibwe on the glass?
I know we did here courtside. Runner by Grady, silky smooth, off the mark. Toppin cleans it up.
Roy, don't you get the feeling that Kentucky's been very impatient offensively? It hasn't come easy.
Yes. And again, surprising. Moving screen, offensive foul. That'll be the second on Shibwe. Under a minute to go. Davis from downtown, the lead back to 6.
On the flare screen.
Good look inside for Ware. Strip from behind. Here come the Golden Bears again. 2-second differential between the clocks.
Yeah, what a play from behind.
My goodness. Well, not a lot of shockwaves sent across college basketball this early in the preseason. And this score certainly will do that. Count it!
Beautiful.
Truett Spencer.
That is wonderful execution.
Miles College with a 9-point lead. Beautiful spin by Wheeler. Make it 7 at the horn. And talk about electricity. Talk about shooting. Wheeler will push tempo. And a wide open look. Can he drain it? Yes, he can. Again, a good sign.
Little two-man game between Wheeler and Washington. That's just great ball movement. And Wheeler had all day.
4-star prospect. Led the SEC in assist-to-turnover ratio a season ago for head coach Tom Green. Active defensively tonight as well, coach. Golden Bears back to work. Lead cut down to 4. Shibwe controls a rebound.
Good no call. Law of verticality.
Wheeler was fouled. I thought they were going to count the basket. And Alandis Poole says not just yet.
Wheeler puts it into another gear. I don't know if he touched the ball. Isolation.
Tough to defend that. Keon Brooks the fadeaway. Wheeler attacking. And Kentucky back in front for the first.
Feet are defensively above the arc until just then.
Back iron for Hooker. Rebound up and in by Brandon. Hooker corrals it.
It was really a great find. Watch out.
Wheeler, transition. And one.
Wheeler has provided a spark here. A little thievery in transition, but watch the acrobatic finish for the and one opportunity.
Sahvir Wheeler leading all scorers with 15 points, and he has been productive and efficient.
We often ask, how many different ways can you impact the game? Well, how about a knockdown three? How about a drive to the rim? How about a little thievery and acrobatic finish for the and one opportunity? Well, that's what Sahvir have. Bears 0 for 4.
Corner three is good.
You stick to your principles, you stick to your beliefs, you play a little bit harder, and you know that playing on the same team with him, he can just get to the rim on anybody, and especially going into the Hall of Fame with guys that I came into college with.
I wanted to ask.
Big Blue Nation flexing in the second. Getting ready for Duke coming up on Tuesday night up in the NYC.
Behind us and around us are Nazi.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what playing at Kentucky's all about.
DII Washington, sweet finish as the season gets underway. Miller open from the corner in the first triple of the second list, and maybe not as much for some others.
Right.
Rucker connects, and the lead is down to 8.
Home game against Carolina.
Wow.
Can you get me a ticket?
If you got about 5 G's on you as Jacob Toppin slams it home.
I don't even.
Over the course of the next 5 years, she's fantastic for the growth of the sport inside the Logan. Two-handed.
The important thing is their defense has disrupted nothing outside of Wheeler.
And that was. The defense will get it right back, and another flush for Logan. 60s. Yeah. You already mentioned the word bubble in the first half. It made me uncomfortable. DII Washington will make it. The new article's coming out on ESPN.com. And it is his time to shine. Here's the lob. And the finish. And how did Toppin throw that one down?
Again, playing much better defense. That leads to transition opportunities. How about the find by Washington and the finish by Toppin?
Yeah, that's good. Allen, stop and pop.
Know your role.
With a lot of youth and experience with the transfers.
Nice job of being active on the glass by Allen.
From the corner, Kellen Grady.
That is the way Cal wants to play this year, but it all starts with being
smooth in transition. This is what the Cats are going to look like this year. Potentially special. Hooker off the mark. Rebound by Logan. Davis from downtown. Roger Davis, his job tonight. And we'll certainly hear more from the Golden Bears, the D2 level. Strong second half, the difference this evening at Rupp. Transition will send it outside to Brandon Miller.
They have made so many really great decisions with the ball. Attract shot blockers. This game will be dissected 8,000 times a day between now and Tuesday.
Shot clock is off. One more possession for the Golden Bears. And no desperation heave. Our final score 80-71. John Calipari, Fred Watson. The handshake near midcourt. And what a showing for Miles College on the road against one of the all-time great programs.